Okay, welcome back everyone. Welcome back to my new subscribers. Well, thank you for subscribing. My name is Mr. A1C, and today we're going to talk about gorillas can help diabetics lower blood sugar. I know it sounds weird, but kind of hold on to that thought. Let me do my quick disclaimer here. This is not a medical channel, although I do have a medical background. I'm just discussing my experience as a type 2 diabetic and how I was able to reverse my diagnosis as a type 2 diabetic, and also my A1C and blood sugar accordingly. So let's get started, guys. Gorillas can help diabetics lower blood sugar. Do you guys agree with me? Give it a thought here. So studying the gorilla's unique diet, which is high in fiber and low in sugar, can provide insights that might help in developing new strategies for managing diabetes, guys. If you're a diabetic, you might wonder if this dietary staple is suitable for your diet or our diet as diabetics, especially if people always say that you can't eat this particular item as a diabetic. So let's explore this discussion further. So have you guys considered what I'm talking about, guys? I'm talking about this thing right here. Bananas. Pay attention to the color. You notice it's not totally yellow, right? That's part of what we're talking about today. So bananas are a tasty and convenient fruit, guys, offering various health advantages such as aiding in oxidative stress and chronic disease prevention, thanks to their high fiber and antioxidant content. I bet you guys didn't know they were high in fiber. I bet you just knew they were high in carbohydrates, because that's what they told you. It's high in carbohydrates, don't eat bananas if you're diabetic. Well, their soft texture and sweet taste makes them suitable for a wide range of people, from babies to seniors and athletes seeking a quick energy source. The key concern here is whether bananas are suitable for people like us with diabetes. So let's explore this topic further and discuss how bananas can influence blood sugar levels and the positive effects of consuming bananas when you have diabetes like us. So let's just talk about basic banana nutrition. A typical banana, medium banana, has about 105 calories, a gram of protein, 0 fat, 27 grams of carbohydrates, because that's what they want you to watch as a diabetic, right? Carbohydrates. But it has 3 grams of fiber, which is all around 11% of your daily value. It also has 422 milligrams of potassium, which is really good. That's 9% of your daily value. 10 milligrams of vitamin C, which is excellent for us as diabetics, right? And that's the 11% of daily value. And 0.4 milligrams of vitamin B6, which equates to about 24% of your dietary value. So bananas are well known for their positive content, but they also boost high levels of fiber, vitamin C, and vitamin B6, like we mentioned. These nutrients contribute significantly to various aspects of health, such as maintaining fluid balance, regulating blood sugar, regulating blood pressure, supporting digestive health, heart and immune system functions, participating in hundreds of enzyme reactions, and aiding in protein metabolism. Now, if you guys hang out till the end, I'll tell you guys how I do it, how I have a banana and how it's done, because you just can't have a banana, because they are right partially when they said bananas are not good for diabetics. But I'm going to tell you how I do it and how it's going to benefit you as well. So how do bananas affect our blood sugar as diabetics? Individuals with diabetes need to pay particular attention to meals rich in carbohydrates, which we all know, right? As carbs can significantly affect blood sugar levels more than other nutrients. That's correct. Typically, high carb items rank higher on a glycemic index, which we always talk about, right? So the glycemic index is a 100-point scale that indicates how quickly a specific food raises blood sugar levels, guys. And we talk about that in pretty much all of my videos, because these are the things that we as diabetics have to pay attention to: glycemic index and glycemic load, which your glycemic load is the combination of all the foods you eat and how it affects the glycemic index overall. Meaning, if you eat something high on a glycemic index, which is not good for you, or supposedly not good for you, but you mix it with good things, it lowers the value on the glycemic index, making it actually acceptable for you to eat as a diabetic in moderation. So for those without diabetes, their pancreas releases the insulin into the bloodstream during a blood sugar spike, enabling the transfer of sugar from the blood into cells for energy storage. However, people like us either produce inadequate insulin for this process to happen, or have difficulties utilizing insulin, as reported by the Center of Disease Control and Prevention. Given that bananas have sugar content, they can cause a more substantial increase in blood sugar compared to other foods. But don't let that deter you, guys. The United States Department of Agriculture's Food Data Central indicates that a medium-sized banana provides about 27 grams of carbohydrates and 14 grams of sugar. So similar to other food sources of sugar, of course, bananas contain fiber as well, approximately 3 grams per medium banana. Fiber is a highly beneficial nutrient with numerous health advantages, which we always talk about. One of the keys in controlling or stabilizing your blood sugar will always be fiber. Fiber is the key to everything, guys. I told you guys if you looked at my last video, I told you I had a jelly donut the other day. Krispy Kreme raspberry jelly donut, jelly filled donut. It was so good. But guess what? I had fiber with it. So that's, you have to learn how to offset these negative aspects to our blood sugar with fiber. So specifically for diabetes management, fiber helps regulate blood sugar levels by decelerating the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates, as stated in a 2018 review in the Journal of Chiropractic Medicine. So a registered dietitian by the name of Kelsey Lawrence, and also an advisor at Zen Masters Wellness, assures that people with diabetes can consume bananas. So here you're having an RD here tell you, a registered dietitian tell you that you can't eat bananas, guys. I'm not the only person. So she explains that banana carbohydrates are converted into glucose, which is then utilized by the body for energy. While eating a banana, it can raise blood sugar. The impact levels always depend on portion size, what it's paired with, which is what we call the glycemic load, what you eat it with, and the banana's ripeness as well. So I said when I showed you guys bananas, pay attention to the color of the banana. That banana was not totally yellow. It was more green than yellow. So that's part of the aspects that we're looking for. So a riper banana has more sugar, right? But a greener one contains less sugar, right? And more resistant starch. Resistant starch is something else we talk about, guys. We talked about the resistant starch in pasta and a few other things in my other videos. So if you're unfamiliar with resistant starch, take a look at some of my other videos, guys. It will help you understand what's going on here overall and the theme that we always talk about in our videos. So resistant starch is a nutrient that does not affect your blood sugar, right? So what are the benefits of eating bananas? So that dietitian that I mentioned, Lawrence, highlights the importance of consuming healthy carbs for people with diabetes, particularly if they're on blood sugar lowering medications. Bananas, she points out, are a good source of vitamin C, potassium, vitamin B6, and manganese, making them a healthy carb option for those with diabetes. Bananas are also a nutritious food that can provide a rapid energy boost, and they offer various health advantages for individuals with diabetes. So various health advantages. So like everything else we talk about, the foods that I talk about or things that I talk about do not provide only a blood sugar help or assistance, if you will. It provides other benefits to the human body. Unripe or green bananas have a lower sugar content and higher resistant starch levels compared to riper bananas, guys. So that was stated in the 2019 review in Critical Review in Food Science and Nutrition. Resistant starch is a carbohydrate that resists digestion in the small intestine, providing health benefits like enhanced digestion, decreased cholesterol, and better gut health. If your gut's not healthy, you're never going to be healthy. So let's focus on our gut health. And a lot of things that we talk about here focuses on gut health. So this nutrition can also increase insulin sensitivity, which is what we as diabetics want because we're resistant to insulin. Insulin is the key that opens the cell to allow the blood sugar into the cell, and that's not occurring with us as diabetics. The blood sugar is not getting into the cells, it's circulating in the bloodstream, which is bad for us. So this nutrient can also increase insulin sensitivity in individuals with metabolic syndrome, guys, including those with diabetes. So metabolic syndrome and diabetes go hand in hand. High blood sugar, high cholesterol, high blood pressure. And a banana helps with all of it. So bananas can help regulate blood sugar, right? So green bananas contain a type of starch that acts like a fiber, slowing carb digestion and preventing blood sugar spikes, as noted in a 2019 review in Nutrients. This resistant starch can also benefit gut bacteria, which we previously mentioned, which can enhance insulin function and aid in blood sugar management, guys. for individuals like us with diabetes. And that's according to a 2022 study in the International Journal of Molecular Science. So not too long ago, 2 years ago. Furthermore, bananas generally have a low GI score, your glycemic index score, with a ripe banana at 51. I don't eat ripe bananas, by the way, and 51 is good, but it still has all the sugar. And a less ripe one around 42, which is better for me, as per the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health. So the less ripe banana, guys, that's what we want, the less ripe banana. See, it's not totally yellow. I'll tell you guys how I do that at the end, so just hang out. So bananas can be a boost to our health as well. Taking good care of heart health is crucial for people with diabetes, metabolic syndrome, guys, as they are more prone to heart disease and have heightened risk for heart attacks and strokes, including high blood pressure, metabolic syndrome again, and cholesterol, metabolic syndrome. All comes with diabetes, so we always talk about it. And this is as per the National Institute of Health, the NIH. Bananas, however, contain vitamins and minerals that can protect our hearts. They're rich in potassium, a vital nutrient for optimal health function and heart function, and increasing potassium intake can decrease the risk of heart disease, stroke, and high blood pressure. Now, it has potassium in it, so if you're on a medication that has potassium on it, you're going to have to seek the advice of your doctor or medical provider, okay? So moreover, bananas provide magnesium, which has been linked to lower blood pressure and reduce heart disease and stroke risk as well, guys. That's very good, isn't it? So specifically, a medium-sized banana offers around 422 milligrams of potassium, which is about 9% of the daily value, as I mentioned earlier, and 32 milligrams of magnesium, which is somewhere around 8% of your daily value. So what are the tips for incorporating bananas into a healthy diabetic diet, like us? For individuals with diabetes who wish to consume bananas without affecting their blood sugar levels, this is what we suggest, and this might be helpful. You can pair bananas with protein and fat-rich foods. We always talk about fat-rich foods, but we're talking about the good fats, right? We're talking about the olive oil. We're talking about avocado oil, coconut oil, and I'm sure I'm missing something else, right? But the polyunsaturated fats and the monounsaturated fats, so they're called MUFAs and PUFAs, so you guys know. So you pair bananas with protein and fat-rich foods to accelerate your body's digestion, absorption of sugar. So what that means is this: because of the fiber in banana, it's going to coat your stomach, and that's going to slow down the digestion rate. When you slow down the digestion rate, the blood sugar spike is also slowed down or blunted. But it has to be incorporated with other things, such as that fat-rich item that you're going to eat it with, whether it be avocado, whatever it may be, and also protein as well. You can't take protein by itself either because it raises your blood sugar, but all three together works very well for you to stabilize your blood sugar. For instance, add bananas to smoothies containing chia seeds or flax seeds. So I just did that. I just got finished working out. So I made my my smoothie. I haven't even done a video on my smoothie, my post-workout blood sugar lowering smoothie. I know that's a sort of a contradictory statement to make, because after you work out, you want something that's going to raise your blood sugar a little bit and get the sugar back into the cells. But I do this all the time, and chia is one of the ingredients that I put in there, chia seeds and flax seeds. And I do the whole thing. I just throw it in the blender and it blends it all up. So you can also incorporate bananas into breakfast, peanut butter chocolate chip, oatmeal cakes, or eat them alongside a handful of nuts. So opt in for less ripe, greener bananas, as they have higher resistant starch and lower sugar content. So that's the key here. So when they say you can't eat a banana, the answer is yes, you can eat a banana. We don't say no on this channel. We say yes, but we do it in a specific way that makes sense. So greener bananas. So consume smaller bananas to minimize the amount of sugar entering the bloodstream. These are all common sense approaches to moderation. So what's the bottom line with all this stuff that we're talking about when it comes to bananas? Bananas are tasty, wholesome, economical, an economical option for all of us, including those with diabetes. Including this fruit can assist in regulating blood sugar levels, enhancing insulin sensitivity, which is what we want. We want the insulin to be the key to open up the cell and allow the sugar in, and promoting heart health. So despite having a higher carbohydrate and sugar content than some other foods, bananas also contain fiber and resistant starch, which are very important to understand, which delays digestion and absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. Consequently, bananas make a nutritious and suitable snack for individuals with diabetes. Nevertheless, if you have diabetes, it's advisable to opt for smaller, greener bananas and combine them with nutritious foods rich in proteins and fats. So that's also very important. So I don't eat bananas by themselves. They always go in my smoothie because they're mixed with other foods, other fruits and vegetables and things like that. So we'll do that on another video. So always seek the advice of your medical provider or registered dietitian when making changes to your diet that will affect your blood sugar levels and anything that you hear on my channel. I mean, it works for me. There's no guarantee 100% it's going to work for you, but I just want to put you guys on the right path instead of, you're reading publications that tell you bananas are no good for you, and then you read it, something else tells you bananas are good for you. You're going to find that's pretty common in the medical industry. So I'm just giving you the information that I've learned over the years that has worked for me to help get you on that path. Stay on the path, and then work with your medical provider to determine whether or not it's working for you over a long or short period of time, and then give me some feedback because I want to know if it's working for you. That's important to me to understand how my experiences are benefiting others or not benefiting you. So how do I have bananas, guys? So I always get greenish, a little bit yellow. If they're too green, that means you're gonna get stomach ache typically. So not too green unless you don't plan on eating them for a little while. I keep them in the refrigerator so they stay green longer. I don't leave them out because they turn yellow, and then they're great when they turn yellow because they're nice and sweet. But a little green is what we want as diabetics because it doesn't really affect me. It doesn't taste any less sweet to me because it goes in my smoothie anyway, and my smoothie ends up with a natural sweetness from the fruits that's in it anyway. And I only eat bananas 3 times a week because I work out 3 times a week. So they always end up only in my smoothie, and that's when I have them. I don't eat them by themselves. You're welcome to try that and see if that works for you, but I personally don't. It's just something I don't do. And the only thing I do is I add it to my post-workout smoothie. So if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. Share this information with other diabetics that are getting all this misinformation everywhere. As you notice, my channel is not like anyone else's channel. I don't talk about what anyone else talks about, and if I do, it's usually the opposite of what they say because I'm explaining what has occurred with me and my experience in working through having type 2 diabetes and the diet that's associated with type 2 diabetes. Just the book answer is not always the right answer. It varies because every person is different, and these things affect people in different ways. So yeah, subscribe. Make sure you like the video because I need a like. The likes are going to help the algorithm get this out to more diabetics. And comment. I want your feedback. How am I doing? Am I giving you guys information that's useful to you? Is this information that you haven't heard before? Any feedback would be very much appreciated from you guys. And I have a community tab as well. Click on the community tab. This is where we as diabetics can have a community and discuss things amongst ourselves that only we as diabetics deal with. And by the way, my channels are not catered to anyone but diabetics. So you're not going to hear me today talk about diabetes and talk about my motorcycle or something like that. This is not one of those channels. This is strictly diabetes and the things that come with diabetes, metabolic syndrome. So I'm going to be discussing the blood pressure issues that we as diabetics have, the blood sugar issues, the problems with our triglycerides, our high cholesterol, and anything else that comes with it. There's all kinds of stuff. I mean, there's the link between diabetes and psoriasis, diabetes and psoriatic arthritis. There's a lot of stuff for us diabetics to discuss. So I'll be discussing a lot of this stuff, and most of it's going to be the stuff that affects me personally. And when I run out of talking about that, I'll start talking about other things that are out there as well that are affecting other diabetics. But that's it, guys. That's all I have for you today. You guys have a great day. It's good to see you on here, and welcome to new subscribers, to other diabetics, and I'll see you on the next video.